Hi, and welcome to my yoga practice today. We got a beautiful spring day out here. It's a little chilly, so we'll be doing a practice. It kind of warms up the body, hopefully get some blood flow going, and from there we'll work into some more still poses. Yeah, if you want to join me in the back of the mat, we'll begin just with a short meditation before we get into the practice. Find your eyes either closed, partially open, whatever feels like that best suits you. Let's begin to inhale deeply. Exhale out of the mouth. In through the nose deeply. Exhale out of the mouth. In through the nose. Out of the mouth. In through the nose. Out of the mouth. Alright. You can keep your eyes closed or gently open them. We're going to bring our hands up to our sides, creating a goalpost arms. Then let's inhale through the nose, expanding the chest and filling the belly. Exhale through the mouth, really drawing that stomach inward, letting all the air go out. Inhale through the nose, filling the belly wide. Exhale, suck the belly in, let the air go out of the mouth, be nice and strong, fluid with your movement. Inhale through the nose, big, strong, filling breath. Raise the elbows a little higher. Exhale, draw the belly in and let all the air out of the mouth. Let's extend our hands now. Palms can face the ground. Really reach through those fingertips and reach to the crown of the head. Let's create a lot of space in the upper body here. A lot of length through the arms. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the belly. And exhale out of the mouth, suck the belly inward. Inhale, draw in all that fresh oxygen. Exhale out of the mouth, suck the belly in. Let's come back to normal breathing. And let's begin to create micro circles with the fingertips. They're still reaching out. We're now going to begin to broaden those circles, working into the shoulder blade, the shoulder girdle. Just warming up those shoulders. Just increasing the circle, creating it bigger. You can go as slow as you like. Palms should maintain a downward focus. Fingertips are reaching out long, really pulling those arms away from the core of the body. As you create these circles, let's switch sides, rotating the circle in the opposite direction. Steady with the breath. Palms are facing down, fingers are reaching long. Alright, let's bring the hands to heart center. Really express our opening of the heart. Maybe tilt the chin up. Breathing deep. Exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, let's come up over the knees. You could tuck the toes if you like. Let's reach high, slight back bend. Flex the glutes, protect that spine. Exhale, palms come back down to heart center. You straighten through the spine, reach through the crown of the head. Rib cage is tucked in and down. Let's bring our arms out to a T again. Palms are facing down towards the ground. Let's just create gentle side to side twists here. Just going back and forth. You can begin to sync the movement with your breath any way you'd like, depending on how fast you'd like to take this movement. Maybe allowing yourself to look back towards that hand as you rotate backwards. Really find that deep expression. It's a cool experiment you could do where you could reach as far as you can back with your arm, and then you bring it back towards your front. Bring it back towards your lap or to your chest, and then close your eyes and imagine your arm going further back than it did. And then when you try that move again, you'll actually recognize that the arm does go further back. It's kind of an experiment that gets to show you that we're more capable than we think we are, especially when you have the power of the mind, the power to be able to change perception. It really is a useful tool. Alright, slow down that movement, coming back to a center. Let our arms relax down to our sides. If you're ready for a heart opener, you can join me in camel pose. You could either take the hands, point the fingertips up the back and place them on the lower back to protect that lower spine. Begin to gently lean backwards. If there's no pain in your spine, you could even put the hands upon the heels. Really open that chest up. Be gentle with yourself here. This is a very intense position, especially for that spine. From here, we're going to create a dynamic movement from this position. So we're going to reach the right arm up. Keep the left hand on that left heel. Really express that right side of the body. Open it wide. Then we're going to drop the right hand down, switching sides. Left hand goes up. Expressing that left side of the body. If you're in camel pose, you can just tilt side to side. We're going to continue with this movement, creating a little bit more speed. So left hand down, right arm over. Right hand down, left arm over. Be very careful about that lower spine. Create a nice gentle bend. No pinching, no pain. Really pulling out through the crown before allowing the head just to drop back. Reach further, maybe even twist deeper, using that left palm upon the left heel to press into a deeper twist. Really wringing out that upper body. Awesome. Let's begin to slow it down, coming back to a center position. We're above the knees. We can sit back onto the heels, keeping the knees a little bit wider. Let's reach up towards the sky. Then exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. We're going to reach that right arm over, really expressing that right side of the body. Then we're going to come up to center. Inhale. And we exhale, express that left side of the body. Really open it up with a deep bend. Inhale, coming back to center. Then exhale, reach up and over. Then we're going to just continue to move with that flow. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Even maybe speeding up the breath if you really want to go there. If that seems what you need, if that's what you need right now to really get your energy going, that blood flowing. Or you could just take it slow, really be gracious and merciful to yourself. Just allowing yourself to ease into these postures. Slowing down the breath. Alright, however fast you are going, we're going to begin to slow down, coming back to center position. Let's reach up one more time, nice and tall. Exhale, we're going to plant our hands in front of us, walking out into a tabletop position. Let's do a slight wrist warm up, then we'll begin to work into the lower body. So just rocking forward and back, hands are fully planted on the mat. Really feel that wrist movement, allowing yourself to be gentle. Right now it's a little bit cold out here, so my synovial fluid, it's the fluid between the joints. When the weather cools down, that gets a little bit thicker and it's a little bit more stiff, in the joints. Harder to move around. Fingertips are going to face the back of the mat. I'm going to press into the palms of the hands and really stretch the forearms. And when those joints are stiff like that, sometimes a little bit more gentle, slow movements can get that synovial fluid warmed back up. As it warms back up, then you'll begin to be able to notice how more fluid the joints move. More fluidly the joints move. We're going to point our fingertips to the outside of the mat. Just rock back and forth, really pressing into the palms. Really bounce you side to side. That's a very strange fluid, the synovial fluid. What I know about it is that it doesn't move on its own. Like the heart pumps the blood, it doesn't have a pump, but rather movement actually moves that synovial fluid around. So the movement of breath, the movement of muscle flexion, the movement of joints. And we gotta move that fluid around so that it can be cleansed, renewed, revitalized. Alright, we're coming back onto our heels. We're shaking out our hands. Really just allow those wrists to become loose. Awesome. We're going to come back into a tabletop position. Let's now reach our legs back. We're coming into plank pose. Let's hold here for a moment, really gain our strength. If you want to set the knees down, if that's better on your wrists for right now, go ahead and do so. Either way, we're going to rock forward and back over those wrists a little bit, really pressing into the entirety of the palm. activating that core, activating the upper body. Let's drop the left knee, right foot goes down. We find ourselves opening up into assisted side plank. Reach the right hand up and over the head. Let's bring the right palm down, coming back into plank. Let's rock forward and back a couple times before switching sides. Awesome. Right knee comes down, plant that left heel, open up that left hand, and then reach the left hand up and over the head. It's a beautiful view out here. Left hand comes down, we're coming back into plank pose. Let's reach the hips nice and tall, coming into downward facing dog. Alright, the upper body should now be fairly warmed up, a little bit more loose. And now we're just touching the lower body. We're going to add some intention, activation into the legs. So allow them to become loose. You can move them around the hips, however you like, whatever seems to work for you. Alright, let's lift that left heel up parallel with the ground. Three-legged dog. We're going to bring that left foot, plant it between the hands. Drop the right knee down, coming up into low lunge. Reach the hands nice and tall. Maybe slight back bend. Then exhale, plant the hands, frame that left foot. Coming back into plank pose. Then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to lift the right foot up, parallel with the mat. Maybe a little bit higher, depends on how that lower back feels. Stretch through that right heel. We're going to bring the right foot in between the hands, drop the left knee down, low lunge, other side. Getting that deep hip stretch. Alright, let's plant the hands, right foot goes back, find a plank pose. Let's lower down, this time chaturanga. You can come into a cobra pose. Press into the tops of the feet, flex those legs, look forward, reach long with the spine. And then let's come back, downward facing dog. Left leg's coming up, three-legged dog. Bring the left foot through, planting it between the hands. Let's come up, full crescent lunge. Opening up that right hip. Balancing our torso over those hips. Left and right hips should be at equal distance with each other. Really keep that torso framed towards the front of the mat. Maybe tuck the pelvis a little bit, activate that core, and then reach through those hands. From here, we're going to bring our hands down to prayer. We're going to hook the right elbow outside of that left knee. Twisted crescent. Really stretch through that right leg. Press down that right heel. Strong plant of that left foot. Left knee is coming right over that left foot as we reach strong and long through the crown of the head. You could open the hands maybe here, really stretch into a deep twist. And let's come back up, crescent pose. So reach high and tall. Exhale, planting the hands, framing that left foot. Left foot goes back, chaturanga, lower slowly. You can inhale upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale downward facing dog. Right foot's coming up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Right foot's coming forward, planted between the hands. We're coming up, crescent lunge. Can really drop the hips a lot more lower. If you want to get that deeper stretch, more activation, maybe try activating that left quad, lifting the left knee a little bit higher, and then pressing down through that left heel. Maybe that gives you a better stretch to that left leg. Palms are coming to heart center. Taking our left elbow, we're going to hook it on the outside of that right knee. Find a variation of crescent twist. Got some beautiful aspens here. Should be blooming soon. Wasn't the best winter, but spring looks like it's gonna be good. You can open those hands, really express that twist. Alright, let's come up out of that crescent pose. And then exhale, plant the hands. We're stepping back. Plank pose. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or downward facing dog. Exhale, hips come back. Find our breath for a moment. Let's lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. Stretch through that left heel, nice and long. Then we're going to do a slight core exercise. Left knee comes to right elbow. Exhaling. Lift it back up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale. Inhale, left foot towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg towards the sky. Left knee, left elbow. Let's do that one more time. Left leg towards the sky. Left knee, right elbow. Back up. Left knee, left elbow. Back up. We're going to now bring that left foot between the hands, plant it, drop the right heel down. We're coming up into warrior one. Giving that upper body a little bit more of a rest here. Let's open our hands now into warrior two. Drop the hips low. Let's reach the left hand up, out in front of us. And drop the left hand either on the outside or the inside of that left foot. And we're going to bring the right hand up towards the sky. You can reach that right hand up and over the body if you so wish to do so. Find an internal rotation of that left arm if you are reaching up and over the head. This is bringing the bicep towards your face, turning it inward. Really stretch through that right leg. You can bring the right hand, the back of that right palm to the outside of that left hip. And if you want to find a full variation of the bind, you reach that left hand underneath, hooking the fingertips and stretching long through the upper body. We're trading off here. Left leg might be on fire a little bit. At least the arms are resting, right? Alright, we're going to unhook that. We're coming up into Peaceful Warrior, or otherwise called as Reversed Warrior. Stretching into that left side body. Alright, let's come down, plant the hands, frame that left foot, left leg goes back. Retain the breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, let's take a couple breaths here. Mentally preparing for the other side. Find relaxation in this posture and ease. You're probably feeling nice and warm wherever you are, most likely practicing indoors. I'd like to move a little faster, but be gentle for y'all. Alright, right leg's coming up off the mat. Three-legged dog. Really reach through that right heel. Lift that right thigh a little higher, activating that right leg. And from here, we're going to activate the core. Inhale one more time. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the sky. Last time, exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale back up. Awesome. Exhale, foot comes through. Plant the foot. Coming into Warrior One. Left heel drops down low. Reach the hands high. Begin to spiral that left leg down towards that left heel, opening up that left hip as we reach high and tall. Right knee is over that right foot. Open our hands, Warrior Two. Find that strength, that inner warrior. The right knee is over that right foot. It's not leaning in. Really want to protect that right knee. Keeping it steady. Alright, we're reaching that right hand out. Really long. Reach it. Then bring that right hand down to the mat. Reach that left hand up towards the sky. And if you want, you could rotate that palm to face the front of the mat and then reach that hand up and over your body. Bring the outside of that left palm towards your right hip. Barrel the upper body up a little bit more. And if you're able to do so, we could reach the right hand underneath, binding the hands behind us, and broaden our upper body, opening our chest towards the sky. Really strong in that right leg, feeling the flame. The mighty right knee tends to fold inward, so just consciously just make sure it stays above that right foot. Might be a little bit more difficult. Stick with it. We're almost there. Hold for another breath. Really activating that fire in the leg. We could release the hands. Reach the right hand forward, coming into reverse warrior. Broaden the right side of the body. Then exhale, windmill our hands. Frame the right foot. Step back, retain the breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. We're now going to slow down the practice. Coming down to the close. Some intense work. We made it through. Hopefully bettering our minds and bodies in the slightest way. Every micro adjustment changes the bigger picture. So acknowledging the small things can provide great results. Alright, let's walk our feet towards our hands. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet, bend the knees, reach up, reach high, reach tall. Exhale, palms down to heart center. Take an inhale here, just scanning the body while we're in this mountain pose. Steadying the breath. Let's inhale once more towards the sky. Exhale, lower down. We're coming down. Hips are coming to the mat. If you'd want to take another couple twists to finish the practice, feel free to do so. Or we could come down to a final resting corpse pose, reaching the hands out in front of us. And slowly lowering the spine down to the mat. Allow the feet just to spread out before you. Allow the body just to find the ground. Allow it to feel heavy upon the earth. Allow the breath just to sink you deeper and deeper into that, almost like a restful sleep. A conscious rest, I guess you could call it. Perhaps you decided to take the spinal twists. If you did and you're coming down to the final corpse pose, take as much time as you need. Just meditate there. Allow your mind to be free and just maybe consciously watch your thoughts as they pass by. If you're with me and you're laying down already, if you wish to do so, we could bring the heels towards the glutes, making our way towards a seated position. Recognizing how you feel now. I've always noticed that at the end, I always consider my practices, and the ones that I find that have held the most meaning and the most healing are the ones where I'm able to process so many thoughts during the practice. When you find yourself in those still places, a lot of the thoughts begin to come, and we get to consider what they are and almost like walk through them, contemplating how they affect our lives. And then as we reach the end of the practice, it's almost as if we've come to the understanding that our soul has been longing to give us. So I hope you find fulfillment within your heart and peace within your mind. I wish you well. Namaste.